lots to do, and precious little time.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I cannot fault you, Farron. I can do no less in service to you. Splendid. When charged, be sure to hold up the flame.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Arisen. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of vermin. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Still, once more. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
The Arisen has been put to sleep!
Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy. Do we truly expect to find aught of value in a chest hidden in a place like this?
There's treasure within. I'm certain of it. But there's only one way to find out. Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views. I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. Might we remove this hindrance somehow? I'm ready to attack, Master. I would gladly be obeyed, Arisen.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such sharp...
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make... If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. This seems a decent spot for a campsite. The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now, or press on a while longer.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury.
Goblins, master!
That's Hogar.
Not bad. Think nothing of it. Splendid.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! The waiters on the road ahead.
An exemplary performance.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Let me get that. You have my protection.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one.
Cyclops! Pray, give him your card.
See, I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this. As a mark. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
If your pack grows overfull, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
I thank you for the chance to
Please
hone
dispense with the formalities. They...
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Look, Master! Goblins!
Nicely done.
Nice to be exciter.
Splendid.
Seems we drove them up. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it, though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is out. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the goods.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
There's a ladder here. Ah, excellent find.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a... Look. My wares.
Time to be heading.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back anytime.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak. You will want to hear that. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. The only select members of the nobility and sit. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your Majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
'Tis our duty to bring the beasts low.
There is much we ought to tend to. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Would that I could undertake the task. What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Of all those who serve the Queen, I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demand, and many a time as the Majesty. Our laws dictate that your Majesty... Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, what say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you. This mission demands the utmost. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
I... heard some... Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance.
I'll go and open the chest.
Dr. Lucas, my head will roll if aught goes awry.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master? Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It's not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now. If
This? Legs as stiff as boards after training. I can always run.
You have no right.
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage. So, you've come. Captain... Best quality of soldier.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
What? Leave off.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Is there aught you require?
Shall not stand idly by.
I'm not going to take that from you.
We shall await you here, Master.
Go now. Must go.
as you please, eh?
Leave off. Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows, or Jesus arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah. They say the Arisen's breast by that mark. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, he went before the people. And what befell? Ha! Aye. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but who escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not. That said, if you know of a place with them, tell me. Does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder? There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
Townspeople depend on me.
If I could find a noble...
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner. Stepped in here.
Forgive me for last night's scuffle.
Well, soil of learning.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day.
Fancy a kip. But not at the expense of see this piece protected. I cut out for this. Such my gentle blessing.
Now, how best to proceed?
Is this where you've been all this time? 'Tis rather far from where we agreed to meet up.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Greetings. Away with you.
What do you want?
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
You'd best mind yourself now.
Know your place.
Good day to you.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it. Pray, have patience with me, master. I've shared all...
Such my
Our soldiers need better training.
This ladder... looks sturdy enough to climb. We ought to put it to good use.
Go on, have a look. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't,
Will nothing exciting ever happen here?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. forgive me, but I'm afraid you see, as we currently, and we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms and so regrettably I cannot. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be he runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything that we don't...
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to... Locations. If there is aught I may...
Do come again!
The road's at your leisure.
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vote. Methinks Roderick will be able to... He runs the local... May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospital. In all. Vernworth. Much obliged. News need, but I'm certain there is one.